Alright guys, I figured while I've got the equipment out, I might as well go ahead and do a video of something that I also got. I did do an unboxing of it and never got around to it, and then actually ended up deleting it out of my camera before I happened to do these videos because I wasn't quite thinking that it was on there. I thought it was from, I'd completely actually spaced the fact that it was on there attached with other videos, and so there it is. So here's the knife. This is all you guys get to see. It was a user, it was a very heavy user, and the person that used it absolutely and completely destroyed it. There's a lot of things to it that they destroyed, and we'll get to that once I get to it. Right now I'm just giving you a little bit of porn, you know, so maybe you guys could enjoy a little bit of porn a little bit here. Get this Spire Coat box out of here. I don't know, here, let's throw in another one. I like this knife, guys. I've always liked this knife. Never got around to carrying it, using it, nothing. But let's go ahead and break out a nice little Azula. It's a nice, super polished edge. This thing is insane sharp. I'm gonna have to do a shaving video on this one for you guys. I actually attempted it, and this stuff really makes it harsh, makes it difficult, because when it gets wet, it sticks to your skin like glue. Anyway, so just figured I'd throw those in there. I'm a little woozy. Haven't started drinking yet because I don't drink. Anyways, so I have been carrying this for the last 2 weeks. Now, this knife has been something that I've been wanting to get for a very long time, just never pulled the trigger on it. And I don't know, I guess a Longatus Piranha. See, I can't even talk. Oh yeah, that's another throw-in. I've also been sick for the last 2 weeks as well. It's probably due to the long hours, late nights, working in the cold, everything else. But so if my voice gets scratchy and my mouth gets dry, I do apologize. So I'm gonna take a drink, so hold on. Also, Rockstar. This stuff will get you through any day of the week, no matter what kind of day you're having. Okay, so I've been carrying this, I've been using it, I've been practicing with it, and it's a phenomenal knife. Let's see here. There's many ways of deploying it, and it is a heavy use knife. Now, Longatus Piranha, why do I always say Piranha? You guys all know about him. He has been up and coming, been buying a lot of knives, and he's kind of, sorry buddy, but you're kind of insane like me. It's not necessarily a bad thing, because what you are purchasing you can always sell, so it's not a bad thing. But here it is. I got myself an Emerson CQC 8 Horseman, and I absolutely love it. Would I take this thing every day for self-defense? Yes. As far as wave features, how phenomenal is it? It's awesome. It took a little bit of training to get used to it, mainly because my Sebenza is my #1 primary carry as far as EDC self-defense use blades, and I have learned how to wave it. For those of you who don't know how to wave a Strider, did I say Sebenza earlier? I did say Sebenza. I don't know anymore, actually. You can wave a Strider off of the thumb studs, and it's a lot like using the wave feature. So I had to train myself for the wave feature away from the way that I had trained myself for my Strider. And The wave feature is a kind of like a, basically you have to tilt it into your pocket as you pull it to get the wave feature to deploy, so that it grabs onto your pants pocket. Whereas with a strider, it's kind of the same motion, but what you do is you twist towards the thumb stud so that the thumb stud will grab the pocket as you're pulling it out, whereas this one is just a tilt back. So if you do, or if you try to train yourself on the two, which I'll have to do a video of it, it's a totally different kind of sensation. It's a different feeling, and once you've trained yourself, it's pretty much second nature on doing it. So I had been, you know, really well trained on my strider. I still do carry my strider. I've actually incorporated this into a back pocket. So basically, because it is a right hand carry only, one of these days I may get it drilled, I don't know, drilled and tapped for, you know, left-handed carry, but for now it goes into my back pocket since I'm a lefty. And now all I do is I reach back into my back pocket where my wallet is and bring it out, and it will do that same thing. So I'll grab on the edge of my pocket, pull it out. That way if somebody ever tries to rob me, then they're getting a surprise. So anybody knows, you guys ever run into me and try and rob me, that's what's going to happen. You're going to have at least 6 knives coming at you. Which I'll also have to do a knife throwing video one of these days. So anyways, the blade, when it came to me, one thing is I don't know if you guys will be able to capture this, but there we go. Let's see here if we could get the right light. Can you guys see that green on that backspacer as well as on the scales? There we go. The scales are all this like green color. The gentleman who had originally had this, I guess, had another one because he took a photo of the one and he was selling it as frog camo Emerson Horseman. So basically it's a dark green Duracoat, and he was willing to completely Duracoat it, and instead he sent me, along with my purchase, which was really cool, pair of Tasco binoculars, since he said that it would take a while for him to get in the actual Duracoat to Duracoat this. I wasn't too worried about it because I was going to throw it straight into my EDC anyways. That's why I was purchasing it. So heavily used, tip had been worn down. See how well rounded that is. It was actually a lot more severe. The blade had been chipped, and I got it to a decent mirror polish. Haven't spent a whole lot of time on it because I don't have a whole lot of time available to me, but excellent knife. So since I bounced completely off of the subject onto another subject and just completely bounced off of the subject of what I was discussing just currently, blade alignment, awesome. Haven't really got down the whole thumb disc part yet. I'm not too worried about it because it deploys fast just by running your thumb the whole distance of the disc. You know, not too bad. It's not as scary as, you know, being able to sit there and flick a knife open, completely catching somebody off shock, which that's actually really quiet. Hold on. Let's get a real lockup. Can't even do this one no more. There we go. Solid lockup. That's solid lockup. Well, not that that's not, but that's a ball. So anyways, hope you guys are having a ball watching this video and me making an absolute ass out of myself. So do I love this knife? Yes. Is it a phenomenal knife? Yes. Is it an excellent cutter? Yes. But the number one thing that I like most is that it reminds me of, I know you guys are probably getting tired of these videos, but it reminds me of my Will Zeramano. Azrael. The blade shape, everything. I mean, it's not an exact copy, but the upswept blade, the way that it comes into the hand, and I like the way that the tip, instead of being coming down, more rounds up, and it feels like if you ever had to defend yourself, that it would make a phenomenal defensive blade for upswept, backslashing, or in a reverse grip down stab. I mean, this thing would be phenomenal in any, any position in your hand. It's super fast because of the wave feature, due to the fact that Will doesn't have or hasn't asked for the rights. I'm not positive on this. I'll probably send him a message as towards whether or not if he has ever considered trying to do a wave feature. But his knives are by far my absolute favorite. As far as comfort in the hand, I love the fact that you got the finger choil protection by the flipper. I mean, these things, they feel great in the hand. They've got good blade weight, super thick steel, excellent points. I mean, both of these things are just razor sharp at the tip. I mean, this thing's actually probably got the nastiest tip on any knife I've ever owned. I mean, I don't know if you guys could see that, but this thing is insanely sharp at the tip. This one's got an excellent tip too, but this one would make a far better piercer just because he's got that back swedge that is awesome. I absolutely love his knives, and so getting the Emerson Horseman was just something I had to do. One thing that I've never really liked about Emerson is the fact that he doesn't do a V grind. He's always got the chisel grind going, and this is a V-cut blade, even though brand new, most of these come, I believe, with a chisel grind instead of the V grind. But this one's got a V grind to it. So let's see if I can give you guys cut test, which is not super duper sharp. I have been using it all week, but well, actually for the last 2 weeks. Phenomenal blade, guys. If you can find one used, I don't think that you'd have a problem if you know how to clean one up. I haven't really spent the time cleaning it up, or I actually need to resharpen this. It is still super sharp, even though that wasn't a very good test. There we go. Let's try a little Kleenex. Nope. I don't cut Kleenex no more. So, anyways, I'm running out of time. Emerson Horseman. This is the mini me. You guys ever get a chance? Here's a little size comparison video. Comparison to the Azrael. Blade length is very similar. The fact that it's got the choil instead of the actual flipper itself is about the same thing, but everything, I mean, the back spine of the blade, where it's got that nice curve, everything. I mean, fits great in the hand, excellent user. I couldn't be happier. The blade stock isn't anywhere near the Azrael, as you guys can tell, but definitely phenomenal knife if you ever had to defend yourself. Quick on the draw. And I'm out of time. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and have a good night again. Happy holidays. Bye, guys.